today I'm going to show y'all these compressors. Now, this Pittsburgh compressor on the right, that's a little bitty one that's sold for years. That's rated at 100 psi. Of course, they know, everybody knows these things are rated way over what they'll do. Well, they quit selling that one, Harbor Freight did, and I'm disappointed in it. I mean, there's a lot of good things about it. For one, that whole thing is a motor, and it's all metal. And I like this screw-on connection. That's far superior. Well, they quit selling that, and now they're making this thing. And it's a dual power compressor. It's Pittsburgh, and it's a dual power. You can, it comes with 2 cords. You can plug in a DC cord or an AC cord, and you'd run it either way. And they've gotten fancy. You can set it to kick off at a certain PSI. But this thing, I've already weighed it, and it weighs a pound less than its predecessor. Anytime something weighs less, I'm suspicious of it right away. I'm probably going to return this. I just bought it to do this video mainly. Okay, here's something else I bought to do this video. There's a couple other fellas showing this ryobi compressor here lately, and they really like it. I'm going to give it a chance, but I don't think I'm going to like it. I think I'm going to wind up with an M18 Milwaukee, to carry in my truck. But I'm still going to keep these. I've got, I don't know, probably 6 of these, and I've never had one go bad. They don't pull a lot of power, and they're dependable. I mean, I've never, ever ruined one. They're just, I tell you what, I had one too close to a fire one time, where a leaf fire got out, and I burnt a hose. And that's the closest I've ever come to ruining one. They just work and work and work and work. But the way we're going to do this test, I've got this little air tank right here that's got a gauge on it. And I've lit all the air out of it down to 0. Well, I'm going to go from 0 to 20 with each one of these. And I'm going to time lapse that because it'll be too fast. And I'm going to show y'all, how they compare. So that's what we're fixing to do here. I'm fixing to set the phone on a tripod here and get to doing that. And y'all will know what the 0 to 20 time is on them. And let's be real. When you got a little emergency compressor, you shouldn't be trying to top the tire off. That's just going to burn the compressor up. My idea of an emergency compressor is to get enough air in that tire to make it safe to drive to where you can get to a better source to get air, to a commercial compressor, something, where you just air it on up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go 0 to 20, and I'm going to write it down. And then we're going to talk about it just a little bit. Okay, folks, I'm rejudging the plastic turd. What happened was I run it again while I go off camera, and I got a slightly better time. I'm almost thinking that it had to be broke in a little bit, because I run it again and I got a slightly better time. We're going to run it again here on camera and see if we can duplicate that. Okay, we're going to call that 1:49 because I was slow getting it started a while ago. The old Pittsburgh, 1:12, and the ryobi, approximately 1:29. If I was going to buy a plastic compressor, so far, a cheap one, it would be that one. I got it for $25 or $24.99 at Home Depot. But I think we all need to tell Harbor Freight to bring this one back. This little compressor is golden, and that's what I want, is something that's going to last and does a good job. It's plenty sufficient. It's a little bit better than that, and it's a whole lot quieter. Let's see if I still got it hooked up. Yeah. That's just a lot quieter compressor. Listen to this thing. Make your own choice. Which one do you want? I want the one that's all metal, not the plastic turd. That's number one plastic turd, and that is runner-up plastic turd. I just, you know, I don't favor these plastic compressors too much. Now the M18 Milwaukee, I'm going to get my hands on one of them. And if it's as impressive as they say it is, I'm going to carry it in my service truck just for, you know, little small things that I need to do, because it's lighter to carry than carrying an air tank out there. Of course, now I've got this aluminum air tank, but it ain't very big, you know. And you don't see many aluminum air tanks anyway. Well, I hope y'all like this video. And I hope it causes y'all to write some emails to Harbor Freight and tell them, hey, bring back the old Pittsburgh 100 PSI compressor. 100 PSI high volume. Well, it's not really high volume, and I've never seen one of those do 100 PSI. I think it'd burn it up. But for what you should be doing with it, that's an awesome compressor, folks. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all having a good New Year's Day, and hope tomorrow's a good one too.